प्रेम से समापति महादेव की जय, श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Let us all stand, everyone, as we are about to begin a beautiful day, a wonderful afternoon in devotion and in prayer. Whereas at this time we're about to wave the sacred light, we're about to join in beautiful arti. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. As we wave a beautiful light in arti, paying salutations to our Lord, we join in worship to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Jai Shri Radha, Radha Radha. Om Jai Shri Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Om Jai Shri Radha, Radha Radha. Om Jai Shri Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. Shri Radha Krishnaya Namah. चंद्रमुखी चंचल चित चूरी, सुगर सावरा सूरत भूरी. श्याम श्यामा एक से जुड़े, श्री राधा कृष्णाय राधे. ओम जय श्री राधा, राधा राधा. ओम जय श्री कृष्ण, कृष्णा कृष्णा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. कस्तूरी कुंकुमजुत बिंदा, चंदन चारु तिलक ब्रज चंदा. सर्गलाजली लाल सुनंदा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. ओम जय श्री राधा, राधा राधा. ओम जय श्री कृष्ण, कृष्णा कृष्णा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. राधे गोविंदा, we pay adorations to our Lord. श्री राधा भव भारहारे, संकट मोचन कृष्ण मुरारे. एक शक्ति एक आधारे, श्री राधा कृष्णाय बोले. ओम जय श्री राधा, राधा राधा. ओम जय श्री कृष्ण, कृष्णा कृष्णा. श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः. Glories to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण 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 लक्ष्मीनारायण नारायण नारायण लक्ष्मीनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय 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 With the adorations of Bhagwan Govinda, everybody all together. Vasudevaya, 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 Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya, Vasudevaya. Shri Krishna Govinda, Hare Murari, Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. आसन लीजिए सब लोग, let us all take our seats. On this wonderful afternoon, my dear friends, on behalf of our loving mother, who is once more the delight of this afternoon's devotion, on behalf of this beautiful parivar, the entire Ramrattan family, we'd like to say Swagatam, Namaskar, cordial welcome to each and everyone, to all those who have come from far and near to join with this beautiful family in prayer and devotion and in celebration of a wonderful Janmadin and a wonderful birthday. To all our wonderful brother Pandits who are here, for the first time I'm meeting you all, but indeed a good energy, good vibrations, a special welcome to you all to this beautiful home. I know you all are the gurus of the home itself. We pay salutations to you and we touch your feet as we have come to join in devotion. We specially welcome Pandit Rajindraji. It's a blessing meeting you. Pandit Ramdular, a blessing indeed. And definitely Pandit Guna. Namaskar, Swagatam, cordial welcome to each and every one. We say Aapko Swagat or Namaskar karta hu sab log. To all devotees, a special Jai Sitaram. To the members of my wonderful group, we specially welcome all of them as we've come together to create a most beautiful energy in this wonderful home. And also today, there are many devotees who are locked on around the world via Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this beautiful home of prayer and devotion. At this time, Bhaktas, without further ado, let us all sit upright. Let us close our eyes. Let us forget the whole world. Today we are here to glorify Bhagwan. We are here to thank God for health and strength and happiness and peace and success. And while we begin our devotion, we begin with Omkar 3 times. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दुर्गारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु सरस्वतीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः We pray to Lord Shiva नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय. As we worship the Divine Lord in all forms and manifestations, today, my friends, we are about to praise our Lord Bajrangabali, Lord Hanumanji. For today is a day that is dedicated to Pavanaputra. And when we worship Him, we are inviting the Lord of Bala Buddhi Vidya, strength, virtues, courage, wisdom, consciousness, blessings. And as we pray with full faith, with love and with devotion, adorations to Lord Hanumanji. Pranavau Pavana Kumar Kalabana Pavaka Jnana Dhana Jasurdayaga Basahi Rama Sarja Padhan Atulita Baladhamam Ema Shaila Badiham Dhanujavan Krishanam Jnaninamagraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranamadesham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatadatam Namami Ulyanya Sindhu Salilam Salilam Yashokavahi Janakatmajaya Ajanate Neva Dadahalanka Namami Tam Pranjanyajaleyam Manojavam Marutatulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Vadishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuttamokyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadye Om Shri Hanumate Namaha Om Shri Hanumate Namaha Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. As we create a beautiful energy this afternoon, we are about to join in chants to the Divine Lord. where we praise our Lord Bajrangabali through 40 verses of the Sri Hanuman Chalisa. And while we glorify Him, I will invite everybody to take part, to sing along, to feel the energy, to build the atmosphere. It is said that many people in the world, we want to go to India and we want to go to the holy places like Ayodhya and Vrindavan. But while it is a physical place, we can create it everywhere and anywhere. It all lies in the energy that we put in the atmosphere. And today, let us transform this beautiful home into Ayodhya as we praise Bajrangabali. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhaya Varna Raghuvara Vimala Jasu Jodaya Kupalacha Buddhi Natanu Janike Sumira Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Muhi Arau Kalesha Vikar. Now with one voice loudly today, everybody, Pavana Sutta Hanuman ki. A little better than that. Bajrangabali ki Jai. Jai ho. Jaya Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar Jai Kapesh Dihulo Kahujagar Ramaduta Tulita Balarama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikaram Bajrangi Kumati Nivar Sumati Ke Sangi Kancana Varana Viraj Suvesa Kanana Kundala Ujjala Kisa Mahavir Balavanta Mahavira Balavanta Jai Hanuman Mahavir Balavanta Pavana Putra Hanuman. So everybody go. We clap for the Lord Bajrangabali. Rupa dhari siya hi dikhawa Vikata rupa dhari lanka jarawa Bhima rupa dhari asura sanhare Ramachandra ke raj savare Laye sajeevan lakan jayaye Raghuveer harshi uralaye Raghupati ke ne bahut baraye Tum mama priya bharatai samabhai Mahavir balavanta Mahavir balavanta Jai Hanuman Mahavir रूप धरि सिया ही दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के राज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए जी रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति के ने बहुत बराए तुम मम प्रिय भरतै सम भाई महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता पवन पुत्र हनुमान. तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जानो युग सहस्र योजन पर भानो लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानो प्रभु मोद्रिका मिलि मुख माहि जल दिलांगी गए अचर जनाई दुर्गम जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे देते महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता पवन पुत्र हनुमान. All salutations to Mahavir. राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे होतना आजा कृपै सारे सब सकल है तुम्हारे शरणा रक्षक का हो को धरना पर्ण तेज समारो आपै, तीनों लोक हांकते कापै, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। जय बजरंगबली। नासै रोग हरय सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, प्रथम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, इनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता, जय हनुमान पवन पुत्र हनुमान। जय श्री राम। चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, सबर दिन जान के माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दास, महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। ओम श्री हनुमते नमः। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाए, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए। और देवता चित नजर, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलवीर, महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। जय 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 बोलो, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, दोष जमार पाठ कर कोई, तू कहे बंदे महासुख होई। जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा, हुई सिद्धि साधी और तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महावीर, महावीर बलवंता महावीर बलवंता, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता, पवन पुत्र हनुमान, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता, पवन पुत्र हनुमान, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता, पवन पुत्र हनुमान, जय हनुमान महावीर बलवंता। पवन पुत्र हनुमान, पवन पुत्र हनुमान, पवन पुत्र हनुमान, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। पवन तनय संकट हरणं, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभु। पवन सुत हनुमान की, बजरंगबली की जय। On this beautiful afternoon, my friends, we have come together to join in a beautiful celebration of life where we are here to thank God for health and strength and happiness. As the saying goes, many are called and few are chosen. Many people, while you're sitting here, believe it or not, one day you probably had your chance. I know when I came in and I met Mom, Mom was saying that she sits and she looks at me on TV, on Facebook, on YouTube. And while we sit here, there are people around the world who are saying, wait, I wish I could be there. There are people around the world who are saying, I wish I could be there. I could find that spot and I could be there to feel the energy and the vibration. It is said life is something that is so unpredictable. 1 minute you're here and 1 minute you're not. Today we're about to join in a beautiful message from many different scriptures put together. But we'll begin with the energy of Ramchaitra. For it is said high above in Kailash Parvat, Bhagwan Shankar, Lord Shiva, one day he sat down next to Parvati Devi. And while he sits next to his divine goddess, they're looking down on the earth and they're seeing so many people living their lives. And Parvati Mata says to Prabhu Shankar, she says, Lord Shiva, why don't you go to the earth and help the people? People are praying to you. When people pray to you, you're supposed to go and help. And Lord Shiva says, why help them? Some are real and some are fake. I'm not going there. And Parvati Mata looks down, and in the age of Treta Yuga, it is said the incarnation of our Lord, Maryada Purushottam, Bhagwan Shri Ram, had taken his avatar. Sita Devi Mata, she sits beneath the beautiful Ashoka, and she's been kidnapped by Ravana. And while she sits there, she glorifies the Lord, Mahadev. She says, Prabhu Shankar, I sit here by myself, separated from my love, separated from the Lord of the universe. And while I'm in hurt and in pain and in tears, who's going to be here to help me? What kind of life is this? And while she questions the universe, we begin with this beautiful chant. The chant is to allow our minds and our heart to be tuned in the right direction, in the right channel of God. And when our hearts are tuned in, then we'll receive the Atma Jnana of our Holy Scripture. We want everybody to sing along. It's a simple chant. Sing along, take part, feel the energy, feel vibrations. For when you go to yajna, when you go to satsang, when you go to prayer, yes, it is understanding the Atma Jnana, but most importantly is also taking back the energy with you. And I'll explain the importance of that energy in a little bit. But we join all together with this wonderful chant. Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho, Hara 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 Shambho. How many people know it? Let me see the hands. You all know it? Well, it's a simple chant to Mahadev. Hara Hara Shiva Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho. We sing all together. Shiva 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 Shambho, Hara 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho, Hara 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 Shambho. Everybody let us clap. Bolo Har Har Mahadev. When you are blessed with beautiful energy like this, you don't just sit there. Allow the energy to transform into your spirituality. Allow it to transcend your gunas, your sattva guna, your raja guna, your tama guna, changing your life into perfection. Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho, Hara 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 Shambho. एक बार और बोलिए हरि शिव 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 Om Namah Shivaya. One more time with love. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Hara, 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 Shambho. Shiva, 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 Shambho. Hara, 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Hara 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 Shambho. Bholenatha. Shiva 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 Shambho. Hara 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 Shambho. Shambho Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shambho Shiva 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. बोलिए सबको शिव 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 शंभो. All together एक बार बोलिए शिव 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 शंभो. हर 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 शंभो. हर 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 शंभो. शिव वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, पावन सुत हनुमान की. I find that Jai kana halfway. You all ready again? Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki. That is what we're talking about. On this beautiful afternoon, we've come together to create a beautiful atmosphere, a wonderful energy. And not just for us, but for a wonderful mother who celebrates 70 years. You all think you can reach 70? How many people reach 70 so far? Everybody do something. How many people close to 70? How many people have 70? 35. One in the back. You have 70? Today we are about to join in many different scriptures put together to create a nice energy for the afternoon. Because energy is everything that there is in the world. According to Ramayana, Ramkshetramanas, it is said in Ramayana, or scripture tells us, that one day Sita Mata, as a mother, a divine mother, mother of the universe, mother of the entire cosmos, she sits beneath the Ashoka and she sits hurt, she's in pain and she's in tears because she has been abducted and kidnapped by Ravana, and she awaits her Lord Bhagwan Shri Ram to find her. She waits for the Lord Bajrangabali to look for her. But while she sits there as a mother of the universe, she sits to wonder and to think, why me? Sometimes in life we are put in a position, we are put in situations to question why. Why me? How come me only? And while she sits there, Ramayana says that she looks up into the skies and she thinks of Mahadev. And she says, Prabhu Shambhu, you are the Lord of the universe and Father of the universe. And as a child today, I'm begging you to guide me, to protect me and to help me and to elevate me. And Lord Shiva looks down and he says to Parvati Mata, it is time in which we help Devi on the earth. So he's about to send help. And who will he send? His Gyaraha avatar, his Gyaraha form, the 11th form. The 11th form of Lord Shiva is Lord Hanumanji. But while the mother sits there, she takes her hands and she rubs the earth. And while she's pacing on the earth, she says, Dharti Mata, every single day I have respected you. Every single day I have loved you. And today I'm seeking your blessing. When I was growing up as a child, my mother and my grandmother always taught me that every day and every morning when you wake up, one of the first things you do is touch the ground, touch Mother Earth and bow and say, Ma, thank you. Thank you for allowing me once more to wake up and feel your earth. How many people nowadays we touch the earth and say, Ma, thank you? Instead, you know what we do? We get angry with people and we get angry with situations and we stamp our feet, but not realizing we are hitting the ground with our feet and hurting the mother. Mother is represented in many forms and many fashions. It is said we've come from a mother and we will go back to our mother. We've come from the womb of a mother, and one day when we die, our ashes will go back into the ocean and will sink and go back at the base, at the top of the mother. We come from a mother and we'll go back to our mother. And today when Sita Mata sits there, she rubs the earth and she begs. And she says, Ma, why don't you hear a child in pain and in tears? Why don't you help me, Ma? And while she calls out to mother, today we are here to love our mother. And I'll tell you the importance of a mother in a few moments. But while Sita Devi sits there, listen. Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. If you have your mother alive today, love her, cherish her, worship her, adore her. Because there are people in the world who will sit and say, you know what, I wish I could see mommy just one more time. There are people who will give anything in the world. If there will not be a price, you name it, they will do anything in the world just to see their mother. And today we are fortunate at 70 years. How lucky are we? How much experience a mother would have had in her life to sit there at the age of 70. We are at the age of sometimes 20 and 25 and 30 and 40 and maybe 45 and 50. And we tell people, if you know how much I went through in my life. Imagine 70, what she has gone through. To still sit here strong enough and be able to be a part. Listen. Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya. क्या बात, everybody बोलो. Rama Pratapa Sumi Rana Mahamahi Karaho Se Tu Prayaka Chunai Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya. Today, when Sita Mata sat beneath the tree, she started to beg, is there anybody in the world who loves a mother? Why don't you take me out of my pain? She looked up into the skies and she couldn't see anybody physically, but she's just looking above and she's saying, Mahadev, Shambhu Bholenatha, Maiya Parvati, kaha ho? Where are the gods of the skies? And you know what? The gods of the heavens came down to mid-air. They are just above in the air and they're looking down and they're seeing the mother crying, but they can't do anything because no one dares to go where Ravana stands. They're scared of the bullies of the world. They're scared. There's fear for the people of the world who take advantage of us. And they don't have the actual strength and the power. So what would they do? They will put their hands together and they will pray to the Almighty Lord, the divine form, to help the mother. Sometimes we see mothers who may be becoming old and they can't manage to walk well, or they can't manage to eat well, or they can't manage to do their daily activities, and sometimes we pass them straight right there and we leave them. Remember this, in a home where a mother is worshipped, Devi Durga lives there. And in a home where a mother is disrespected, no God will ever go there. You can pray as much as you want. You can do how much devotion you want. If you do not love your parents, if you do not adore your mother, if you do not respect her, Matru Deva Bhava, the mother comes first. And if you disrespect her, it is said not even the gods can elevate you. Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jai Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Have you ever heard? Guru Matra Pita Guru Bandhu Saka Tere Charanon mein Swami Mere koti pranam. What does it mean? Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja. Take the dust of your Guru's feet. Neja Mana Mukura Sudhar. Everybody. Varanora Jodaya. क्या बात, बहुत ही सुंदर है. बुद्धिहीन तनु जान के बल बुद्धि विद्या दे मोहि सियापति रामचंद्र जय शरणम पवन सुत हनुमान की. It says Shri Guru Charana. Take the dust of your Guru's feet. When last, think about it, when last did you touch your parent, your mother or your father's feet? Without having a jandi or a puja or some ritual or some function. Guru Matra Pita Guru Bandhu Saka Tere Charanon mein Swami Mere koti pranam. When last did you wash the feet of your mother? When last did you touch the feet of your mother and bow? When last did you prostrate to her? Compared to when last did you raise your voice at your mother? Compare now. Yeah, well, we had a fight yesterday. When last did you wash your feet? Well, last 2 years we had the jandi, When last did you adore your mother? You know what I explained to devotees? On a day that I am doing a Guru Diksha Sanskar, where a child is about to get an initiation, to accept a Pandit or a preceptor or a Guru or spiritual teacher as his Guru in his life, on that day the Guru advises the child to go towards your parents and wash the parents' feet. And when you finish washing the feet of the parents, then what are you supposed to do with the water that has washed the feet of your parents? What are you supposed to do? What? Drink it? How many you think you drink it? How many people drink it already? Are you afraid to put up all your hand? When you're having a puja, the Pandit mixes 5 ingredients in a glass and he calls it Panchamrit, because it's Panch Amrit, right? Panchamrit. And when he's finished now mixing it, he offers it to Bhagwan and he gives Bhagwan a bath. And after giving Bhagwan the bath, Snan, he takes the offering of it and he then calls it a different name. He calls it Charanamrit. Because it's no longer 5 ingredients. It has been blessed and it becomes charanamrit, the nectar that has washed the feet, the charan of the gods. And then when we finish the puja, we take now the panchamrit that has washed the foot of the gods, and that's blessing. So what do we do? We drink it. So on the day of the initiation, when I initiate a godchild, on that day I say, now you wash the feet of your parents and now you have your amrit, your nectar. What should you do with it? You drink it. And many a times the children come and say, me? I'm not going to drink that. I don't know where daddy walk. I don't know where my mother walk. I'm not going to drink that. And then I have to stop to remind them something. Do you remember the little story that Bhagwan told to the world? It goes like this, and I know sometimes many people probably would have heard it already. But it simply says a child was in the womb of a mother, and the child was about to come into the world, and the child was scared for a moment. So the child said to Bhagwan, Prabhu, I'm about to enter the world, but I'm so scared. And Bhagwan says, don't worry, don't be scared. But why not to be scared, Prabhu? And the Lord says, don't worry, I'll send my angel to take care of you. And the child says, angel, okay, no problem. But Prabhu, how will I know how to walk like the people when I'm ready to walk? And Bhagwan says, don't worry, I will send the angel to teach you to walk. But Prabhu, they eat so many different things. How will I learn how to eat? Don't worry, I'll send the angel to teach you how to eat. But how will I speak the language of the people and know how to communicate? Don't worry, my angel will teach you how to communicate. But Bhagwan, if I'm falling on the wrong path, then what will I do? Don't worry, my angel will show you what to do. But Prabhu, I have one last question. But when I see the angel, how to call the angel? And Bhagwan says, Ma. Call the angel Ma. Because the mother will teach you. Have you ever heard this beautiful chant? It goes like this. Kabhi pyasa ko pani pilaya nahi, bar amrit se kya faida. Have you ever heard it? Don't wait for somebody to walk and then fall down. And when they fall down, then you're going up to pick them up and say, I was coming, Don't wait to see people fall on the ground and they can't even move and then look at them from a distance and say, I was coming. If you had waited 5 minutes, I would have been there. Listen to the verse. Kabhi pyasa ko pani pilaya nahi, bad amrit pilane से क्या फायदा. मैं तो मंदिर गया पूजा आरती की, पूजा करते हुए ये गया ला गया. मैं तो मंदिर गया पूजा आरती की, पूजा करते हुए ये गया ला गया. कभी माँ बाप की सेवा की ही नहीं, सिर्फ पूजा से करने से क्या फायदा. It says, what is the use to go to mandir? Many people go mandir, no? What is the use of going to the mandir? Puja arti ki, and you stand up by the murti and you're singing Jai Ambe Gauri, Om Namah Shivaya, and you do your arti. And Navratri comes, and Mahashivratri comes, and Shri Krishna Janamashtami comes, and all these celebrations are there. And you're going to the gods and giving the biggest thari of parsad. But you know something? When you come home, kabhi maa baap ki seva ki hi nahi. You pass a mother street. You go to the mandir and say, Jai Ambe Gauri Mata, Jai Durga Ma. And when you reach home, Ma, leave me alone. Ma, don't talk to me. Ma, go one side. And you yell at your mother. What is the use? You pray to God. And when you go to your parents, you neglect them, you push them away, you hurt them, you mentally destroy their peace and their consciousness. What does a mother want from you? What does a father want from you? Do you think they want your land? Do you think they want your house? Do you think they want the deed? Do you think they want all the jewelry that you have? They want to be acknowledged, they want to be remembered, and they want to be loved. They want to be appreciated. That's all they want. They don't want anything else. If you can appreciate them and love them, that's all that matters. Today, very luckily and blessed by the Divine Lord, a mother sits here to celebrate her life and celebrate her birthday. And one of the most powerful things that I've come across while the children are here and the grandchildren, I got a phone call one day and a daughter says to me, my mother looks at you every single day and her dream and desire is just to see you. You know what? It's okay. The thought just counts. It's alright. But making the effort to make it happen, to make that smile and to light up her life. When I entered the door, to those who weren't here as yet, when I walked in the door, Mom stopped like this and she said, I know you. I said, you sure you know me? I know you. Where you know me from? I know you. And still she was in shock for a while. You know why? Because reality kicks in. And sometimes we can't allow reality, or we can't take the rush of reality when it comes. But today, due to love, dedication, ambition, we are here to celebrate. And while a mother sits there, it is one of the greatest gifts that we can give in the world, to make a mother smile and to make her happy. Shri Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sita Mata sat down and she looked up into the skies and she's begging for help. Do you know when your mother begs for help? Do you know when your mother sits and cries? When I was growing up, we never knew anything about parents being sad or parents even crying. Whenever a mother has probably little food, she will give the child everything and she will sit down and there's nothing remaining, but she will go behind the door and she'll cry, nobody know nothing. When her tummy's hungry and you say, Mommy, I want more. Okay, don't worry, have more. Kauna, eat, take more. Nobody knows when she's going to sleep hungry. Nobody knows when she doesn't have. Nobody knows the sacrifice that she takes. I don't know Mom well, but I can only assume from all the mothers that I've met, for 17 years, she probably has planted rice. I don't know. She probably lived in garden. She probably had the hard times of working hard. I don't know. But she has a story. And it will be interesting to find out. Have you ever heard the song that says, Tere karma kahani, Teri atma bhi jani, Paramatma bhi jani, Paramatma bhi jani, Tere karma kahani. You have a karma story. I have a story. Everybody has a story. You're sitting next to people and you don't know what's going through their mind. You don't know what's happening in their life. Maybe some of you rushed home from your job just to get here and maybe you're still on the rush. Maybe you're hustling. Maybe you have a health issue. Maybe you're stressed out. Maybe you have so many things in your life. Nobody knows it. But you have a story. I don't know your story and you maybe don't know mine. But everybody has a story. What is our mother's story? It is something to note. That is powerful. A mother's sacrifice is powerful. Today when Sita Mata sat down there and she started to cry, no matter how much the gods wanted to help, nobody could have helped her. It was just a moment when nobody could have taken her out of the trouble that she's in. So she sat down and she will chant, Ram, 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 Ram. And while chanting again and again, it says, मन में श्री राम जी के प्रताप का स्मरण कर सेतु है, तैयार करो इसमें कुछ भी श्रम ना होगा. She sat down and lost in her thoughts. She was trying to gather energy and vibrations to keep strong and to feel good. Our life depends on the energy that we build. Our life depends on the energy that we create in our lives. The energy that you create is the energy that could sustain you or it can destroy you. Do you know that? Do you know that the energy that you build can either build you or destroy you? Do you know your prayer has power in it? When you pray with a pure heart, you build an energy. Do you know aura and energy? Have you ever heard of it? Have you ever come in contact with people that when you walk up to them and you're about to speak to them, when they look at you alone, you say, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you. And then you meet people, like today I met my brother Pandits, and as soon as you greet people, a nice energy just hits in and you say, wow, I feel good to meet you. It's been so long. I feel a nice energy from you. It doesn't happen often. We live in a world that is mixed up. And you know what creates many things in our lives? You see, at the age of our mother right now, one of the best advice that we can give her is to not worry about anything in the world. But you know what? No matter how much we may tell her that, it is the duty of a mother to worry. All mothers will know that. Today when we speak to the mother, I want to invite the family members to learn this. Divert a positive energy around mother. And if you divert that positive energy and you send it towards her, then she won't get sick. Then the age will keep going up, but she'll still look young. Then her energy will be strong and fit to fight the world, and she will live for a very long time. Energy is something that is very powerful. To those who worry, you live a life as though you're sitting on a rocker. You're moving back and forth, and the energies just have you working up yourself, but you're not going anywhere. You're just right there. It says worrying is like sitting on a rocker. You're not going anywhere, but you're all worked up. Get rid of that energy. The right energy can set you on the right pace in life, and the wrong energy can destroy you. I'll tell you about it. Listen. Jai Jai Ma Devi Ma Jai Ma Durga Ma Jai Jai Ma Devi Ma Jai Ma Durga Ma. How do you create the right energy? You sing, you chant, you clap, you do japa. Japa tappa sadhana kachu nahi lagata. You do meditation, you do a round of jap, and you cleanse your mind. And one of the most important things is mantra chanting. When you chant mantras, as simple as it is, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Dum Durgaya Namaha, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or even Gayatri mantra. How does it go? Om Bho Bhargo Devasya एक बार और बोलिए, one more time. Om Bhur Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha louder now. Hari Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Bhargo Diyo Yona Diyo Yona. Now listen to this beautiful one. We sing together. तुम ही हो माता पिता, तुम ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम ही हो माँ. जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ दुर्गा माँ, जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ दुर्गा माँ. क्या बात हो? Very hands today. Hari. तुम ही हो साथी, तुम ही सहारे, कोई न अपना सेवा तुम्हारी माँ। तुम ही हो साथी, तुम ही सहारे, कोई न अपना सेवा तुम्हारी माँ। तुम ही हो नैया, तुम ही कीवैया, तुम ही हो नैया, तुम ही कीवैया, तुम ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम ही हो माँ। जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ दुर्गा माँ, जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ। Everybody बोले जय अम्बे। तुम ही हो साथी, तुम ही सहारे, कोई न अपना सेवा तुम्हारी माँ। तुम ही हो साथी, तुम ही सहारे, कोई न अपना सेवा तुम्हारी माँ। तुम ही हो नैया, तुम ही जीवैया, तुम ही हो नैया, तुम ही जीवैया, तुम ही हो बंधु सखा, तुम ही हो माँ। जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ दुर्गा माँ, जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ दुर्गा माँ, जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ दुर्गा माँ, जय माँ देवी माँ। Everybody बोलिए तुम ही हो माता, पिता तुम ही हो, जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय जय माँ देवी माँ, जय माँ। श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। According to Vedantic philosophy, it is said when we sit down to do meditation and we chant a mantra, one of the purpose of chanting is to calm down the mind, to create silence within our thoughts. So slow down the thoughts, to acknowledge the presence of the energy that is within each and every one of us. In understanding that energy, it is said when you calm down the mind and you listen to the spaces or you feel the spaces of divine energy, then you can control yourself, your mind, your thoughts, your speech, your five senses. You can control the energy that you want in the world. In turn, friends, it is said with the right energy you can achieve the best things in the world. And with the wrong energy you can destroy yourself. Today we want to send our positive energy towards our mother, to live long, to live healthy. If you want to live long and healthy, and if I want to live long and healthy, there's a little rule just to practice. Keep positive people around you and remove the negative energy from around you. That's all it takes. Energy does everything. Energy can stress you out. Bad energy can bring sickness and illness. I've seen people who have went through certain things in their home and their family and in their life, and as soon as they started going through stress and worries, cancer came, illness came, many things came, bad things. But when you're happy, you live long, and you look young, and you keep good. Today, my friends, how do you get the right energy? By Nam Sankirtana, chanting the name of God. You get the right energy by listening to the right music, to the right form of energy. We have many young people here. What kind of music always listen? What kind of music you listen, right? Nah, boy, he don't want to say. He sell out himself already. With the right music, you create the right energy. With the right types of food, you create the right energy. You know, when we were growing up, food was something that was so powerful. When people were cooking food or you're having a prayers and you're about to make the Mahanbhog or the Parasad, we make sure you get up early in the morning and the first thing you make is that Mahanbhog. So you put the right energy into it. You mustn't make Parasad when you're angry or you're upset or maybe your mind is all over the place. That was the first thing you made. When you're cooking for people, you must be careful. Sometimes as Pandits, when we go places, we have to feel the energy. Not so, Panditji? You feel the energy before you eat. Sometimes the Pandit goes and when you see how you take out our food, put that so. Giri Baba. Pandit look and he said, nah boy, bad energy. I'm not eating today. The energy is important. The energy that you have within you comes from everything around you. And it starts by the simple things like the music you listen, the atmosphere, the company you keep, the food that you eat. Nowadays, the food that people are eating are all the fast foods outside there. Ever so often is okay. But when you live on all the fast foods, you start moving fast too. Because that's the energy they put into it. Nowadays, the food that we are buying on the outside, people are making it just to make money. So you eat the food and you're only thinking how to make money. You get a money mind. You start thinking in that way. You know, there's a little story about how that energy works. One day there was this fellow who was walking on the street. He didn't have much. He was poor. But he was walking along the streets when suddenly one of the kings of the village, he was passing by on his chariot. And he saw this man walking on his street and he just decided, I wanted to do charity today. Let me just help somebody who's not at my standard and my level. So he took him in and he took him to the palace and he placed him in a room. And when he placed him in a room, he was sitting there and the king was about to prepare a nice meal for him. And while the king was preparing the meal, he sat down and he looked at many things around and he saw a nice watch on a table. And at that moment he thought, you know what? The king has plenty. If I take that watch, the king's not going to find out anything. But you know what? I'm not like that kind of person. So he left the watch there. The food came and then he ate the food. And after eating and everybody had left the room, then he thought to himself, you know what? I finished eat. You know what? I could take that watch. The king wouldn't even lose a watch from this whole kingdom and all the money that he have. He wouldn't even lose it. So he decided to grab the watch. And when he took it, he says, you know what, if I ask the king, I'm sure the king might say take it, but you know what, I'm not willing to take the chance. So he took the watch and he put it in his pocket. The king came in the room afterwards and he simply greeted the fellow and he asked him, everything good and you're well and everything is fine? And he said, yes, I'm good. Do you want anything else? He says, no, I'm fine. And the king allowed him to leave. And he left with the watch. But the day after now, he woke up in the morning and he said to himself, you know what, that is dishonesty. I should go back and return it. My conscience is beating me. It's a new day. He got up that morning and he prepared a nice dish. And his mother cooked a nice meal and he ate from that food and he felt really, really good. And he says, I want to return it. And he went back to the kingdom. And he gave the watch back to the king. And he says, you know, I just want to let you know, I stole this watch. I don't know why. What inside me made me think that I could just take it. But you know what? It was the wrong thing to do. Take it back. And then he started to think, but why would I think like this? And then the king said to him, you know what? The energy that you have around you and the energy that you bring towards you allows you to do the things that are happening in your life. And then the king said to him, tell me something. Did you take the watch before you ate or after you eat? He said, well, before I eat, I look at the watch. But after I eat, I decided I could take the watch and I took it. He says, well, let me tell you, before you eat, or before you ate that day, you had a good mind and a good energy. But in case you didn't know, and I know it now and I'll tell you, he says the rice that we took to prepare is some rice that we found from some bags on top of a chariot that was stolen from thieves that were passing by. And as the king, they brought the rice that was stolen into the kingdom, and we cooked it and we gave it to you. So probably after you ate, you got the energy of stolen goods. It came in there, you ate it, you started to think like a thief, and you stole it. What made you bring it back this morning? Well, I don't know, maybe when my mother cooked and after I eat, I just said, you know what, I feel I should give it back. The love that was placed in the food by your mother was pure love. There were no thoughts of negativity and committing a sin or an act that was bad. So the goodness of the food allowed you to bring it back. Look how easy energy transfers. The food that we eat outside sometimes can allow us to be in many different ways. If people fight over food, when you don't eat, you realize everybody fighting. It's just how energy works. Create the energy that you want in your life by keeping the positive people around you. How to live long? Keep positive people around you. Keep people making you laughing all the time. Stick around the people who allow you to smile all the time. Allow the people to surround you who enjoy life, and at the same time, remember God. But when you have people around you who are always fighting and pulling you down and always seeing negativity, you will never rise in the world. The power of your prayer is important. How will we allow our mother to live long? In her day and age and 70 years, she don't need stress. She don't need worries. She don't need to wonder what's happening and who's going to cook and who's going to fix this outside and who's going to see about the business. Our mom should be stress-free. Make her happy. Love her. Treat her well. Make her smile. It is one of the best things that a child could do in the world by making mother happy. Do you know this song? It goes like this. बीमार परे जब वैद्य बुला कर बीमार परे जब वैद्य बुला कर औषध पान कराया कौन करेगा इतना माता पुत्र से प्यार किया है जितना कौन करेगा इतना so much love. A mother loves her children so much. Why when we get big we don't love her anymore? You know when a mother is about to bring a child in the world? That mother sees the belly starts to grow and she looks every day and she monitors and she makes sure she eats the best and she makes sure she does whatever she has to do to the best. And everybody say eat bhaji, because if you eat bhaji, you're gonna get what? Yeah, you're gonna get nice hair. And we eat everything for the skin and we eat everything for the hair. And you go by the doctor and the doctor tells you if you take this pill and if you take that one and if you take this one, this is for the baby hair, this is for the baby nail, this is for the skin, this is for the bone. And you take everything because I want my baby to be good. I want the best for my baby. And you don't hustle yourself and you don't stress yourself and you're doing everything to make sure that the baby is fine. And the child comes into the world. And when the child starts to walk, if by some chance that child is about to tip to fall, the mother runs to grab, hold on to the child. You know what? Don't fall. You don't want to hear the child cry. If the child when you go, mother run already, you alright? What you want? You hungry? You want food? What you want? Say. And the mother is there for you. And one day when our mother becomes older and we become big and the same mother says, son, I'm thirsty. That same child turns around and says, mommy, the kitchen right there. Just turn in the left there. And you go open the door and look at that 2 glasses on top there you go put, right? And bring one for me too. And she sacrifices the best for her children. A mother gives all for her children. A mother sits down and thinks about her child's welfare. I am all the way here. But if I call my mother right now, first thing come out her mouth, you eat? No matter what it takes, a mother's love is the purest love in the world. Cherish her and love her. It is said in the bhajan, that there's no love in the world in comparison. God's Lord Krishna decided to descend. Lord Vishnu came to the earth and he says to Yashoda Maya, he says, Maya, just love me. I left the universe just to feel what a mother's love is like. How do you feel in the arms of your mother? Safe. If a child is taken away from the mother and the child goes from hand to hand, the child might cry or scream out by somebody else or maybe feel a bad energy and start to cry. And without even opening the eyes of the child, when he goes in the hands of the mother, the child just gets shut quiet. That's it. Stop right there. Why? How? Because the child feels the energy to know, I am safe now because my mother is here. We are supposed to feel safe with our mother around. And a mother is supposed to feel safe with children around. Why do mothers in today's world feel fear when they see their own children? Why do mothers cry when they see their own children? Why are mothers hurt when they see their own child? That is not how it should be. Mata putra se pyar, the love of a mother to a child is so much that the world will never understand. And in turn, we should never let anything in the world get between that. We should never let anything in the world get between our mother and our child. We will only have one mother, and there will be a day when she will leave us. And that day we will stand and cry and say, if I'd only known. I'm sure today if you ask the children, they will say, you know what? If any day were to come where a mishap were to happen, my mother is happy. That's important. Happiness is important. Mata putra se pyar kiya hai jitna kaun karega itna kaun karega itna. Ready hands today. नौ महीने उधर मेरा का जब दुनिया में आया, नौ महीने उधर मेरा का जब दुनिया में आया, सर्दे लगेगी चादर ओढ़ा, सर्दे लगेगी चादर ओढ़ा, करस्तन दूर पिलाया, कौन करेगा तपक तपक कर सुख से सुलाया, गाकर सुरला बजाना, तपक तपक कर सुख से सुलाया, गाकर सुरला बजाना, बीमार पड़े जब वैज बुला कर, बीमार पड़े जब वैज बुला कर, औषध पार कराया, कौन करे ओम श्री मातृदेव भव। जवान बई जब शादी करना, तब तक प्रेम न छोते। जवान बई जब शादी करना, तब तक प्रेम न छोते। माता की ममता ऐसी बड़ी है, माता की ममता ऐसी बड़ी है, सागर भरा है जितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना। सबको माता पुत्र से प्यार किया है जितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा। Everybody one voice. माता पुत्र से प्यार किया है जितना,
कौन करेगा इतना।
माता पुत्र से प्यार किया है जितना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा इतना, कौन करेगा। It is said today, my friends, when Sita Mata sat down to create the right energy around her, she closed her eyes and she thought of Bhagwan. She thought of her Lord Bhagwan Sri Rama, Lakshmana, and she thought of only good things. And when she begged for help, the world acknowledged that her mother was crying and praying for guidance. And it is said in the skies and in the heavenly region, the devatas decided to come down in mid-air, and they were looking down at the mother hurt and in tears, and they decided that after seeing our mother in pain, we can't just leave her there. When Hanuman Baba had landed in Lanka and he was walking through Lanka, he had found Vibhishan, the brother of Ravana. And he spoke to Vibhishan and he says, Bhaiya, can you show me the direction in which Sita Mata stays? Can you tell me about her? And Vibhishan bent his head and he says, Mahavir, I'm so scared to tell you. The mother cries every day. The mother, she sheds her tears every day. The mother, she doesn't even eat. She sits separated from her loved one. It has been many years since that has passed, right? How much years? 45 years. Wow. 45 years. Have you ever taken a moment to ask mom how she feels? How she stands by herself? How she does what she has to do by herself? How does she get the inner strength to do what she has to do? Many times you look at the motherhood or the woman and we think that she knows it all and she'll be fine. But nobody knows in the heart what is taking place. How she balances that energy. How she does it on her own, acting like mother and father at the same time. How she plays that role without even showing it to all of us. When Sita Mata sat there and she was lost, even she couldn't help herself. At one point she called out to the gods and she says, why don't you come and just destroy me right here? You're looking down at me here and you're seeing me hurt. Why don't you gods just come and prepare fire and just burn this body? I can't just be here by myself. And she started to beg, can somebody just destroy me? How to live without love? How to live without my Lord? How to live without the people around me? How does a mother live in today's world? She needs love to grow. She needs affection to grow. She needs that tender care to grow. मैं शबरी बिलनी के जाए भजन भावना जानू रे भजना भावन जानू रे राम तेरे दर्शन के हित वन में जीवन पालो रे वन में जीवन पालो रे चरण कमल से निर्मल कर दो चरण कमल से निर्मल कर दो दास की जो परिया रामा रामा रटते रटते बीती रे ओ मारिया रामा रामा रटते रटते बीती रे ओ मारिया रघुकुल नंदन कब आओगे रघुकुल नंदन कब आओगे बिलनी की डगरिया रामा रामा रटते रटते बीती रे ओ मारिया रोज सवेरे मन में जाकर पल चुन चुन कर लाऊंगी पल चुन चुन लाऊंगी अपने प्रभु के सन्मुख रख के प्रेम से भोग लगाऊंगी प्रेम से भोग लगाऊंगी मीठे मीठे बैरों की मन मीठे मीठे बैरों की मन भर लाई चावरिया रामा रामा रटते रटते बीती रे ओ मारिया रामा रामा रटते रटते बीती रे ओ मारिया रामा रामा Now to those who know it, sing with me now. Nagare nagare dware dware dundure savariya nagare nagare द्वारे द्वारे दूंदूरे सवरिया पूजा पूजा रटते रटते हो गए भावरिया नगरे नगरे पूजा पूजा रटते रटते prayer is the essence of everything पूजा पूजा रटते रटते हो गई रे भावरिया How do we have our culture? Because of people like mom who went from village to village, who traveled from place to place, nagare nagare, from door to door, dware dware, dhundure savariya. And they took their culture with them everywhere that they went, and they taught us everything, and we learned everything, and today we are here to say, Ma, thank you. Two powerful words that people don't say in today's world. Thank you. When last have you said to somebody around you, thank you? When last have you said to your mother, Ma, thank you, I love you? When last have you walked up to your parents to simply say, I appreciate you, I love you for what you've done for me? Thank you, Ma. Sita Devi, she was in pain and she begged to leave the world because nobody was loving her. One day in Bhagavatam, it said Yashoda Maya, she was running after Bhagwan Shri Krishna because he was performing all his Leelas and the pastimes that he will always perform. And one day she grabbed hold of him and she says, today I'm tired of you. You steal everywhere. You steal butter everywhere. You go into the village and you play your pranks and you do all your tricks. Tell me, what are you doing and why are you doing this for? Do you want me to scold you today? He says, Ma, what did I do? Like an innocent child. Ma, what did I do wrong? She says, firstly, you go and you trouble all the ladies who bring water in the pots. You take stone and you pelt at it and you crack their pots. What to do for that? He says, Ma, well, I was just playing with them. And besides that, you go to every home and you steal the butter of everybody's home. Why? He says, Ma, I steal? I don't steal. They steal from me. But she couldn't understand the psychology of the Divine Lord. She says, son, tell me, I want to ask you a question. And if you're honest with me, then I won't scold you. So tell me, why do you really steal butter from everybody's home? And you know what he said to her? He's looking in her eyes. And while he's looking in her eyes, in order to tell her, you know the eyes could speak, right? You all know the eyes could speak? You all ever talk to the eyes? All you're crazy, boy. Pagal ho gaya. You always talk through the eyes? Eh. Yes, we can speak through the eyes. How we speak through the eyes? It's simple. When you're a child growing up and you do something wrong, your mother just have to watch you so. And whatever you're doing, you stop and you just put it down and you say, alright, I go on. Because with the eyes, she's already telling you if you continue, licks. With the eyes, she's already confirming, and if you do something wrong, is licks. We're sitting in the yajna, we're sitting in the puja, we're sitting in ritual, and all it takes is a moment. A moment for somebody to look at somebody, and then we know what's going on. For example, if I want to get something right now, I just have to look at somebody. And the eyes already said, I think Pandit wants a water. I don't want a water, yeah, good. I think Pandit needs something. And in turn, we start gravitating, my friends. Today, while we understand blessings of the Divine Lord, it is said the eyes can speak. And you know what she said? She said, son, tell me something. I want you to tell me. Why do you steal Makan? Why do you steal Makan? And you know what he said to her? One of the most amazing things. Ma, it's not because I want to eat it, you know. So then tell me, why do you steal Makan? Well, you see, mommy, you're always busy. And I'm always missing you. And the closest thing to you is every time I go in somebody's house and I see Makan. It's Ma I'm thinking about. It's not about stealing the butter. It's the mother I'm always thinking about, and I miss you, so I go after the Makan just to take the butter. And she looked at him and she's waiting with a stick in her hand like this and ready to beat him. And when she looks into his eyes, a song says, Kajara re mote mote tere nain, tera dhar na lag jaye, hai hai hai, nazar na lag jaye, hoy hoy hoy, Baake Bihari. It is said, she stares into the eyes, and when she's ready to hit him and you open the eyes and you see the little kajar, Kajara re mote. How can I hit him? You're already telling me you will like Makan because me. So how am I going to hit you now? It's me you're thinking about. A mother's love is one that is so caring that the world would never understand. The gods want to feel it. Listen, my friends. Very powerful. It is said today when Bajrangabali went in search of Sita Devi, he was searching for the mother, and when suddenly he found the Devi, she was sitting under the Ashoka, and he felt to himself, he understood, and he says, you know what, I can never allow my mother to hurt, and to be in pain, and to be in tears. Never hurt your mothers, friends. Never hurt your mothers, never allow them to be hurt, never allow them to go through pain and stress and troubles. Be the person that removes the stress from your parents, not add to it. It is a blessing when you could make your mother happy and not make her cry. It is a blessing when you could help her walk and not push her down. It's a blessing when you can help her to do what she needs to do and be comfortable. You know something? If a mother just looks at you and says, son, oh God, thank you. Thank you for being my child. I bless you, son. I love you. I bless you. You see, if a mother say, I bless you, and she put her hand on you, so, Hari, that works miracles in this world. You will never believe it. But if a mother turns to you and say, I don't know what kind of child I make. If a mother look at you and say, I really don't know what I make here, boy, go from here. You know what? You will never see your way no matter what. And I've seen it happen many a times. So children, love your parents. and treat them well. That day when Bajrangbali had heard of the pain of the mother, and he climbed on a tree and he saw the pain of the mother, he says, you know what, I can't leave my mother like this. I must allow her to live a better life. And he will do whatever it takes to take her out of that zone. And then what did he do? Listen. चीर के जाती बोले अपने पावन पुत्र हनुमान, बोलो पावन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे. Remember we spoke about the energy just now, to create the energy. What kind of energies that all put in? भगवान को स्लीप अवे. वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, पावन सुत हनुमान की. One voice. मेरे मन में बसे और मेरे तन में. Create the energy that you want. People always come up to me and they look at me on TV and they say, but how we have so much energy? You have to create the energy that you want. If I sit here and say, मेरे मन में, you think you'll get the energy? You are all good, so. गजानन स्वामी की, all together. मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे. सीता हरण किया रावण ने, प्रभु जी तेज बुलाए. हनुमान जी सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाई. हनुमान जी करते आए, हनुमान जी करते आए प्रभु जी की गुणगान. बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान. Everybody बोलो. लाडी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति देख प्रभु घबराई. भोर के पहले हनुमान जी धौलागिरी ले आई. उत बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर, उत बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर श्री राम का नाम. बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान. Everyone one voice. मेरे मन में बसे. क्या बहुत ही सुंदरी है. मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। ऑन वॉइस। चीर के छाती बोले अपने पवन पुत्र हनुमान, बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम और मेरे तन में। What does it mean? मेरे मन में बसे. Allow your mind to always be chanting Bhagwan. और मेरे तन में, allow your body to always be chanting. Have you ever seen or heard the pictures of the Lord where every pore in his ends, every strand or grain of hair in his ends are chanting Ram Nam? Allow your body to feel it. When you see me sitting here and sometimes I'm singing and I'm chanting, I'm not taking on the people and the world and whatever is happening. When you see me like this and I'm saying, yeah man, it doesn't mean I'm listening to no kind of jubi jaba kind of thing, you know. It's vibration and energy. Energy of the divine Lord. Feel it in your body. Feel it within you. Feel it in your mind, your consciousness. Chant it. Sing it out aloud if you must. Let's try it one more time. Mere man mein, mere tan mein, चीर के छाती पावन पुत्र, बोलो पावन, बोलो पावन पुत्र हनुमान, बोलो पावन पुत्र हनुमान. And then for this afternoon, before we take a moment to pay tributes to our mother, it is said when Lord Hanumanji had found Sita Devi, it is said one day when Bhagavan Shri Krishna stood up to stand up for the world, to fight the evil king comes. It is said when Prabhu Shankar Bholinath, when he stood on his end to destroy the enemies and the evil in society, today the world would have learned how to feel true strength. And today, in order to feel true strength and in order to be blessed, then prayer, devotion, Matru Deva Bhava, Pitru Deva Bhava, Acharya Deva Bhava. Who does your mother represent in your life? Who does she represent? God? Which one? तुम ही हो ब्रह्मा, तुम ही हो विष्णु, तुम ही हो शंकर रूपा. The highest of them all, the Trinity, the Tattriya. तुम ही हो ब्रह्मा, तुम ही हो विष्णु, तुम ही हो शंकर रूपा. सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो, सृष्टि स्थिति लय स्वरूप तुम हो अनादि रूपा. You know what she represents? तुम हो जगत के दाता. She's not just God. She is Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva incarnated. She is the Lord of your Jagat, your world. Your mother should be your world. Your mother should be everything to you. She has brought you here and she has taken care of you. She should be your world and you should love her. Aao Gurudev darshan dejo, Aao Gurudev दर्शन देजो. तुम हो जगत के दाता, तुम हो जगत के दाता, तुम हो जगत के दाता, तुम हो जगत के दाता. श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की. Today at this time, before we go further, I would like to call upon the children of our mother, the grandchildren who are here. We've been speaking so much about the sacrifice of our mother. God's come on the earth to feel a mother's love, and we are lucky to be here. For a mother who has lived. You know, there's a song that says, Koi roye, koi gaye, kaisa tera sansar. One of the verses in that song, you know what it says? It says that we grow, we take birth in the world and we start growing. And the trees, they overlook us. And the clouds are passing by. And the trees will see us get old and we will die. And the tree is still standing there. And the clouds are passing by and they will see us from a child growing up. And they will make our rounds and they will come back again and be formed. And we are still growing and becoming old. I could only imagine in mommy's life for 70 years, how much she see. How much children she see born, take birth, grow up, get old, maybe die too. How much of the world she would have seen people grow and become successful and then one day lose everything. Or maybe people struggle from the very beginning and one day now they have everything. The karma story of our mother is powerful. I must thank her for that pillar of strength that she has today. At the age of 70, to be walking, to be sitting like this. I didn't even see glasses, I don't even know. Does she wear glasses? No. And she looked at me in the kitchen and said, I know you. And I didn't see any hearing aid. And she heard me well. And I didn't see her with a stick. I don't know, maybe here and there, I don't know. But she was well. And for 70 years, you tell a child 25-year-old today, go and sweep the yard and come back and he did like this. Oh God, I feel like I'm dead. 70 years is an accomplishment. Give her a round of applause, everybody. And while she is celebrating this most beautiful moment, I want the children, the grandchildren to come and take the arti. And I want you to walk up to her and arti her. And when you arti her, don't just bow and leave. Whisper in her ear, Mommy, remember we love you. And hug her tight while we dedicate this song to her. Oh ma, oh ma, oh ma, oh ma, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी बोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है. Oh ma, oh ma, oh ma, oh ma. दुकन लागी है माँ तेरी अखिया, दुकन लागी है माँ तेरी अखिया, मेरे लिए जागी है तू सारी सारी रतिया, मेरी निंदिया पे अपनी निंदिया भी तू निवारी है. ओ माँ, oh ma, oh ma, oh ma. अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई, अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई। मैं मुस्काया तू मुस्काए, मैं रोया तो रोए, मेरे हंसने पे मेरे रोने पे तू बलिहारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ। माँ बच्चों की जा होते हैं, माँ बच्चों की जा होते हैं। वो होते हैं किस्मत वाले जिनके माँ होते हैं। कितनी सुंदर है, कितनी शीतल है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ। Today, while we are worshipping our mother and while we are glorifying her in turn, we will pray to the gods to bless her, to protect her, to give her health and strength and happiness and success. उसको नहीं देगा हमने कभी, पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। है माँ तेरी सूरज से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देगा हमने कभी। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे। है स्वर्ग इसी दुनिया में कदमों की तले तेरे। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे। है स्वर्ग इसी दुनिया में कदमों की तले तेरे। ममता ही लुटाए जिसके नयन, ओ ममता ही लुटाए जिसकी नयन। ऐसी कोई मूरत क्या होगी। है माँ तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। क्यों धूप जलाए दुखों की, क्यों गम की घटा बरसे। ये हाथ दुआओं वाले रहते हैं सदा सर पे। क्यों धूप जलाए दुखों की, क्यों गम की घटा बरसे। ये हाथ दुआओं वाले रहते हैं सदा सर पे। तू है तू अंधेरे पन में हमें, ओ तू है तू अंधेरे पन में हमें। सूरज की जरूरत क्या होगी। है माँ तेरी सूरज से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी, उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। कहते हैं तेरी शान में जो कोई ऊंचे बोल नहीं, भगवान के पास भी माता तेरे प्यार का मोल नहीं। कहते हैं तेरी शान में जो कोई ऊंचे बोल नहीं, भगवान के पास भी माता तेरे प्यार का मोल नहीं। हम तो यही जाने तुझसे बरी हो, हम तो यही जाने तुझसे बरी, संसार की दौलत क्या होगी, है माँ तेरी सूरज से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी, उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, जगदम्बा देवी माता की जय। So this time we're about to join in two beautiful bhajans, after which I will do one more and we will invite our Guru Pandits of the home to give us their choicest blessings. We have Pandit once more, Pandit Rajendraji, Pandit Ramdular and also Pandit Guna. We will invite you all to give us your blessings after these two bhajans and after one more selection by myself.
कौन कहता है तुझे मैंने बुलाया काहे, तेरी तस्वीर को माँ दिल में बसाया है। कौन बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। ओ, ओ, सूरज कब दूर गगन से, चंदा कब दूर किरण से, खुशबू कब दूर पवन से, कब दूर बहार चमन से। ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। तुम ही मेरी जीवन हो, तुम्हें देख देख जी लूंगी। तुम ही मेरी जीवन हो, तुम्हें देख देख जी लूंगी। मैं तो तुम्हारी खातिर दुनिया का ज़हर पी लूंगी। तेरी पावन चरणों में आकाश झुका देंगे हम, तेरी राह में जो शोले हो तो खुद को बिछा देंगे हम। ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। ममता के मंदिर की है तो सबसे प्यारी मूरत। ममता के मंदिर की है तो सबसे प्यारी मूरत। भगवान नजर आता है जब देखे तेरी सूरत। जब जब दुनिया में आए तेरा ही आंचल पाए, जन्मों की दीवारों पर हम प्यार अपना लिख जाए। ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। सूरज कब दूर गगन से, चंदा कब दूर किरण से, खुशबू कब दूर पवन से, कब दूर बहार चमन से। ये बंधन तो प्यार का बंधन है, जन्मों का संगम है। ओ,
So with those wonderful renditions, without further ado at this time, let me invite our gurus of the home to give us blessings and most importantly to bless our Mother Day on this auspicious day of hers, as she's in this most powerful celebration of Janmadin and her 70th birthday. Mommy, are you happy? Are you surprised? She's still in that state of mind, not believing everything. You pinch Pandit right and make sure you're real. It is happening right now. So this time, Panditji, Pandit Rajendra, let me invite you to give us your blessings in whichever way you choose.
Jai Shri Ram. You guys can do better than that. Jai Shri Ram. Much better. Mataji, you know, we're so fortunate to be celebrating your birthday. I have to say that over the past decade plus of knowing you, you're always such a sweet, very quiet, right? Very quiet individual. But when she does speak and you hear her, she chooses her words wisely. So it's indeed a blessing to be here to celebrate with you on your 70th birthday. You know, I have to say, I miss you. We miss you at Mandir. But nonetheless, we know that you're physically not there, but mentally I know you're there. And through the pandemic, you know, let's hear a round of applause for our Panditji, Pandit Narad. You know, I have to say that through the pandemic, and now we're on the other side of it, that there are very few pundits that actually led the social media platform. And with Pandit Rajan and Pandit Hardat in Canada and Pandit Narad in Trinidad, you know, and even up to now with his Hanumanji Chalisa daily, etc. You know, we follow, even though we don't know each other, we know each other. So, nonetheless, a very happy, healthy birthday to you, Mataji. And once again, thank you all for being here. I was told what to say and what to sing. So, Mataji, for your birthday, one of the requested bhajans was this. So if everyone can join with me. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trayambike Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Are lal lai lal lai lal lai re Are lal lai lal lai lal lai re Maiya tere liye maa pyari pyari chunariya mere lal lai re Tere liye maa pyari pyari chunariya mere lal lai re Lal lai lal lai lal lai re Lal lai lal lai lal lai re Maiya tere liye maa pyari pyari chunariya mere lal lai re Tere liye maa pyari pyari chunariya mere lal lai re मैया को भावे तो फूलों को गजरा फूलों को गजरा फूलों को गजरा मैया को भावे तो फूलों को गजरा फूलों को गजरा फूलों को गजरा मैया तुझे पहनाए कि चुरिया मेरे लाल लाई रे लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे मैया तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया मेरे लाल लाई रे तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया मेरे लाल लाई रे लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे मैया तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया मेरे लाल लाई रे तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया मेरे लाल लाई रे तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया मेरे लाल लाई रे. Happy birthday, Ma.
Special thanks to you, Panditji, for your wonderful blessings. At the same time, you were mentioning in that time of COVID where we had started the Shri Hanuman Chalisa. And we only aimed, or I only aimed at going to 108. And then when I reached 108 and the day had finally come and I had finished 108, the next day everybody messaged, so what to do now? So I continued and I reached 300 and I think 55 or something like that. Every day non-stop. And then my aim was to go to 1,008 and then do something grand. And then traveling now, I've been traveling to Guyana very often for everybody who's been noticing. And while going to Guyana, the signal and the Wi-Fi has been, I don't want to say it on the air, but it's been quite challenging. So sometimes I would have started Jai Hanuman Gyana Guna Sagar, and then by the time I say Jai, people say, oh, you just came back on. And the whole Chalisa has been finished. So somewhat they would have thrown me off because of the signals, but soon we will be back at it. But it has been a pleasure definitely for many people around the world in that time of the pandemic where we reached out and we helped so many people through words and messages. Special thanks to your blessings once more. At this time we have Pandit Ramdular. Let me invite you to give us your choices blessing at this time. Once more, the gurus and the pandits who are here are the gurus of the home. So in turn, it is definitely a blessed moment to receive their darshan.
Sitaram Panditji. Sitaram, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here. The energy is very high, and I know that you're waking up very strong. She has gone through a very difficult moment for a long period of time, and I think her children, particularly Radhika, has organized something really marvelous. And I was telling my wife when we were coming in the car, I said, if there is something really exemplary that is being done today, is that before she goes, put it that way, her children are here to serenade her and to revere her. And sometimes we save this time only when somebody passes. And it is, I would say, sometimes a tragic thing. We would script some of the best eulogies we have, but at that time the person has already passed. And if there is a time that you can actually do something really positive, something that has meaning and it is purposeful, it is something as blessed as this. That the energy is very high is indeed a tribute to Pandit Narad, and I feel privileged to be part of this exercise. Jin mata pita ki seva kari, tin tirat vrat kiya na kiya. It is said that your mother and your father are the greatest tirtha, pilgrimage that you can go to. A lot of people want to go to the Ganga. They want to go to different parts of the world where they feel it is spiritually elevating. But there is no greater a Himalayan height of spirituality when you can submit and surrender to the feet of your own mother. And I have seen it being exemplified today, where the children have all come to pay tribute to her, celebrating her 70th birthday, and especially the time when she is gradually recuperating from a disastrous illness. So I will try to capture a few thoughts with bhajans. Panditji made mention of the love of a mother, right? And he spoke about that relationship of Krishna with Yashoda. So, CF, please. Just little pieces. मैं नहीं माखन खायो, मैं नहीं माखन खायो, रे मैया मोरी, रे मैया मोरी, मैं नहीं माखन खायो, रे मैया मोरी, मैं नहीं माखन खायो। पादानी सारे ससानी सा, पादानी सारे ससानी सा, सानी सा सरे दा, पापनी दा, पाम सरे सा। भोरू भाइयों गयन की पाछे, तूने मधुबन मोही पथायो। भोरू भाइयों गयन की पाछे, तूने मधुबन मोही पठायो। चारु प्रहर बंशी पट फट क्यों, सांझू परे में घरी आयो, रे मैया मोरी, मैं कब माखन खायो, रे मैया मोरी, मैं कब माखन खायो। जिया तेरे कुछ भेद उपज है, मैया जिया तेरे कुछ भेद उपज है। तूने मोहे जायो परायो जायो, रे मैया मैं नहीं माखन खायो। You're holding this lathi in your hand. Oh my, you appear to be so serious, and I am telling you, I did not eat the makhan. At that moment, tears began to stream down the eyes of Yashoda. As Panditji said, even what the circumstances are, Ma will always be there for you, even if you are playing a prank on her. सुन मैया मोरी, सुन मैया मोरी, मैं नहीं माखन खायो, सुन मैया मोरी, अरे लल्ला मोरी. Mother talking now to the child, as if mother is talking to Radhika. She's saying, indeed you didn't do anything wrong. अरे लल्ला मोरी, अरे लल्ला मोरी, अरे लल्ला मोरी, लल्ला मोरी, लल्ला मोरी, तू नहीं माखन खायो, अरे लल्ला मोरी. Yes, you did not take it dahi, although he had it all on his face and his mouth and his hands and everything. अरे लल्ला मोरी, अरे लल्ला मोरी, तू नहीं माखन खायो, रे लल्ला मोरी, तू नहीं माखन खायो. So, one piece, I'll take another piece. श्रवण भक्त का गाता क्या है संतों की बानी, मात पिता के चरणों पे न्योछावर की जिंदगानी. श्रवण भक्त का गाता क्या है संतों की बानी, मात पिता के चरणों पे न्योछावर की जिंदगानी. सानी द पानी द पामसा, सानी द पानी द पामसा. पुत्रहीन के ऋषि शांतवन पूर्व शिष्ट गण बोले, संतों की सेवा में अपनी आज की आरती रोले। सेवा से वरदान मिला, खुशियों से मनवा डोले। आंखें को कर देता काया, श्रवण भक्त सा ज्ञानी। मात पिता के चरणों से न्यौछावर की जिंदगानी। He is an example to the world. One who took his mother and father who were blind at the time. He placed them in a cover in 2 baskets, placed them on his shoulder, and went from place to place. I do not want to go too far with this. I'll take the very last part of it. गले लगा से श्रवण की काया, चरने लगे बिलाप। मरोगे बेटा बेटा करते, दिया ये उनको श्राप। सोच रही दशरथ जी मन में, कैसे मांगे बात। When Shravan died and Raja Dashrath communicated the information to mother and father, who were actually sitting in a tree waiting on their son to give them this water, they fell down. They could not bear it. It was excruciating, poignant pain. And Ma is crying non-stop, in convulsions. She said, Rajaji, you have not only killed our son, you have taken away from us our hands and our feet, and our very being you've taken away from us. This is the thinking of a mother. And all of us who are here today celebrating this wonderful mother, I know her for quite some time now. She's a very genial, very friendly, very dignified, very morally upright human being. And you all are blessed, the grandchildren are blessed to have someone who can show them a sense of direction. One important thing is that her husband passed away 45 years ago. She was left with the responsibility, I was told by her and also her children, to bring her children up. You can imagine living as a single parent, bringing up your children without having been distracted by anything of life. It is indeed a marvelous example that you have set, not only for your children, but for the whole community and all those people who have come into contact with you. Now, I have done those 2 pieces. Radhika had asked me to do one more, so I'll do one little piece. I'll do a light classical. Huh? Music transforms our thinking, transforms our mind, and places us in a state of absolute bliss when it is done with the right bhav and the right sur. Listening to the keyboard and the drum being played, I'm thinking how beautiful this occasion is as Panditji is doing all these chants. And you are listening to rapt attention, and at the same time, you are interacting very beautifully with some of the verses that you know. So, when we think about music, music creates an identity identical to all the prayers that you have, and also an identity with the Lord Himself. And so, if you look at one of these instruments, they generally have 12 notes in one octave. 7 are considered the major octaves, the major notes out of the 12. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, you know, and you aroha, avaroha. Now, in one beautiful light classical dedicated to Lord Krishna, which he heard me singing, and I think this is one of the reasons why she's asking me to do this, is we are being given a lesson here of the beauty of music in keeping us attuned to the divine. Panjani saki baje pagu panjani. Panjani saki baje pagu panjani. Panjani saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Chana na 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 na. Chana na 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 na. Na 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 na. Baje mohanu pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Chana na 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 na. Chana na 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 na. Chana na 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 na. Nana baje mohanu pagu panjani. तीर्थाना धीरे धा धूम ताना धीरे धा तीर्थाना धीरे धा धूम ताना धीरे धा धीर धीर ताना धीर धीर ताना धीर धीर ताना धीर धीर ताना ना धूम ताना ना धीर धीर ताना धीरे धा धूम ताना धीरे धा आले बन मागे छवि विराजे सोगे मन मोगे तीन ताल आले बन मागे छवि विराजे जिया बिन रोले किया तामान हर तान तान मारे जो बान गई जान मुरली की तान करे मधुर गान संग बाजे पखावज छन न न न न न न छन न न न न न न न बाजे मोहानु पगु पैजनी सखी बाजे पगु पैजनी सखी बाजे पगु पैजनी हाँ सखी बाजे पगु पैजनी छन न न न न न न न न बाजे मुहानु पगु पैजनी सप्तसुरना 3 ग्राम बंसी बाजे 7 verse 7 notes सप्तचूरण 3 ग्राम बंसी बाजे 3 octaves सा सा नि नि धा धा पा पा रे मा नि धा पा मा गरे गरे सा दादा किरदा दादा किरदा दादा किरदा दादा किरदा दादा किरदा दादा किरदा सदसी नहीं परन झांझर झनके छन न न न न न छन न न न न न न न बाजे मोहानु पगु पैजनी. Those who know music will know that you have 3 different speeds of music. So we take the second one and I'll end with the second one. I won't go to the third one. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Saki baje pagu panjani. Oh saki baje pagu panjani. chana na 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 na, chana na 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 na, chana na 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 na, baje मोहनु पगु पैंजनी आली बनु मागे छवि विराजे सोगे मन मोगे जिया जोगे भवे कमान किया तानु तान मारे जोबान है कई जान मुरली की तान करु मधुर गान संग बाजे पकावत छन न न न न न न छन न न न न न न न बाजे मोहनु पगु पैंजनी आले बनु मागे छवि विराजे सोगे मन मोगे जिया जोगे भवे कमान किया तानु तान मारे जोबान है गई जान मुरली की तान करु मधुर गान संग बाजे पकावत छन न न न न न न छन न न न न न न न न बाजे मोहनु पगु पैंजनी पगु पैंजनी पगु पैंजनी पंडित जी right?
Mothers and fathers, Panditji, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, my humble pranam to each and every one of you. I must bow my head to Panditji and the musician and all the other speakers for the excellent words of advice. But I want to say this to you, my sisters and brothers, as Panditji have echoed very much, Bhagwan. So we put our hands together and he says, Namo Ashyavantaye, Sahasramurtaye, Sahasrapada, Shashirora Bhavahe, Sahasraname, Purushastva Shastvase, Sahastrakoti, Yogadarare Namaha Sahastrakoti Yogadarare Namaha. We bow our heads 1,000 times, and that's not enough, my sisters and brothers. For the lessons here today that given by Panditji was on Bhagwan Krishna, Bhagwan Ram and Hanumanji, mostly Hanumanji. So we put our hands together to Bhagwan Krishna. For this age and time, my sisters and brothers, Bhagwan Krishna prevails. All the rest of gods prevail too. Jai Nandalal Gopal Bhavare Jai Sri Krishna Murari तीनों लोक से नाथ प्रभु नरे गोवर्धन गिरधारी जय श्री कृष्ण मुरारी ओम भूर्भुव स्व तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं नमो देव्यै महादेव्यै शिवायै सततं नमः नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्रायै नियतः प्रणतस्मता सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् Balam Dehi, Buddham Dehi, Jnanam Dehi Maheshwari, Sarvamangla Nam Dehi, Dehi Me Parameshwari. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Hari Om. On behalf of my chacha and my cousins in Canada and all my sisters and brothers, I want to say to my dear sister, congratulations on your 70th birthday. It means that you have gone through 840 lunar month. The most successful period is 1008 lunar month. Once we pass that, we are in a position that we will choose where we want to go, because we have lived and experienced so many things. Panditji have echoed the energy that we generate. The energy is no different from that energy that you see in the bulb. So when you clap your hands, what happens? All creation begins, my sisters and brothers. Similarly, Bhagwan Shiva, you see he's got his damaru. When that sound makes, when songs make, that's creation, that's Darwin theory, but Hinduism also. Songs makes, one song make, movement, friction, frictions, heat. Heat means creation, my sisters and brothers. And that's when we generate this energy. When we clap our hand, we create an energy within our body. But being in this company here with Panditji and all those good people, we create a positive energy. And then when the positive energy comes, it comes as the glow, as the light. So when this light echoes from our body, light travels at 186,000 miles per second, fastest moving element in our solar system. So this energy that echoes, my sisters and brothers, it brightens up the path that we must tread on. So try, as Pandit echoes, to perform the energy. I want to say to my dear sister here, a mother is second to none. Because when a mother, if we should realize what the mother goes through, she carries us for 9 months. Whatever she eat, she speak, she hear, everything she does, we go through that. And after we were born, she takes so much good care of us. Not even a little thing like a sandfly could come and bother us, she will dare to help us out. And when her child cries, she could be a mile away, but she will know. That's the instinct of a mother. So it says, Ye tu satya Bhagavan hai, Ye magar fir vyanjan hai, Dharti pe roop maa baap ka, Uske data pehchan hai. It is true that there is God, but on this earth, in the presence of mother and father, we can experience, we can accept the glory of God through our parents. Q, how? Janma data hai jo. Who brought us into this world? Our parents. Naam jiske mila. Where our name come from? Our parents. Kam jiski ungali bachapan chala. And when we want to see the horizon, when we want to see the world, what happened is our parents hold our little finger and place us in their shoulder, and we see the horizon. So my sisters and brothers, never treat your mother bad. Never make her sad. Make her happy in God, and she will never wish you bad. When a mother and father bless the child, God in heaven abide by the rules of our parents. So take the blessings of your parents. And I must congratulate the children. I heard about this through my dear Radhika. And I want to thank her for inviting all of us. And most of all, when the devotee of the temple hear Narad is coming to perform this ceremony, I didn't know Narad so much, but they said I want to come and see because apparently a couple of devotees is one of his followers. So I said, okay, come on, let's go. But I'm very happy to be here. In my eyes, he's like a son. But he did a wonderful job. He got all of us involved, my sisters and brothers. And the energy that we create here today, it will last us for a couple of days. But we must continue with that same positive things. Because you got a cup of water. If you keep sipping it, what would happen? It will finish. But if you keep pouring water inside, you will never finish. So use the energy. Use that positive energy. And he have echoed very well positive energy and negative energy. You see, creation has three main things. Electrons, protons, and neutrons. And these are anything that you could see, feel, or hear is part of these three things. And they are Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. But the characteristics within that is Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. And now we got 5 elements. This body here, our sister body, have 73% of water. So this water, 73% of water, if you should make that particular thing a loving atmosphere, then 73% of your life becomes loving. 73% of it. 12% of earth. Dharti mere mata pita saman, mujhko to apna sa lage tahara zahan. Dharti mere mata pita saman. Mother Earth, as Panditji have echoed, is the universal mother, the mother of all mother. I know Panditji have given you so much of lesson here today. I want to take win on. Pranam. God bless you. And keep the good job going. Panditji, Ram Ram to you. Did a wonderful job. Right? And all of you, not to mention our musician. They did a wonderful job. And we are all here because of this sister and through the invitation of her daughter and her children. Ram Ram. God bless you all. May the forces be with you. Thank you.
Special thanks for all the blessings towards our mother today. But at this time, before we go into arti, we must sing the birthday song. So everybody ready to join? बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to mommy, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to mommy, happy birthday to you. बेकरार हो के दामन तामलू मैं किसका, क्या मिसाल दुन मैं तेरी नाम लूं मैं किसका. नहीं नहीं ऐसा हंसे कोई नहीं है, इसकी नजर रुक जाए, बेमिसाल जो कहलाए, तुझे हजारों साल ये मेरी है यार. Happy birthday to you, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to mommy. Happy birthday to you. It's a happy, happy, happy day. It's a holy, holy, holy day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a happy, happy, happy day. It's a holy, holy, holy day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Let's give a round of applause. Happy birthday to you, Mom. So with this, my friends, let us all stand for final arti, and then we'll invite the daughter of the home as well to give us a vote of thanks and a final few words. आरती कुंज विहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज बिहारी की, श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी। जंती माला माला बजावे मुरली मधुर बाला बाला। श्रवण में कुंडल जल काला काला। नंद के आनंद श्री आनंद कंद मोहन ब्रज चंद्र राधिका रमन बिहारी के श्री गिरिधर जय हो। गगन सम अंग कांति काली काली। राधिका चमक रही आली आली। रतन में दर्द बन माली माली। ब्रह्म से अलग कस्तूरी तिलक चंद्र से झलक ललित छवि श्यामा प्यारे की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी की। आरती कुंज विहारी की श्री गिरिधर कृष्ण मुरारी। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। 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 जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय राधा रमण हरि। मुक्कं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं। मुक्कं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं। कृपा यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्द माधवं। जय जय राधा, जय जय राधा, जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय राधा रमण हरि। जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल। Let us all put our hands together. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। स्वामिनाथा सच्चिदानंद, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंद। स्वामिनाथा सच्चिदानंद, जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंद। हम सब है तेरे बच्चे स्वामी, हम सब है तेरे बच्चे स्वामी, तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामी नाथा, तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामी नाथा। जीवन भर कर सुमिरन तेरा, जीवन भर कर सुमिरन तेरा, घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम लू तेरा, घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम लू तेरा। वर दे ऐसा दाता स्वामी नाथा, वर दे ऐसा दाता स्वामी नाथा। राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोपाल राधे, राधे राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद राधे 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 गोपाल राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोपाल राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोपाल राधे 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 गोविंद राधे 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 गोपाल राधे। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की